Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Healthy Happy Hour. Boy, today I've had more comments on this. We're doing a cheeseburger pie. You know, you go to McDonald's and you get a Big Mac, and what's that, like 1,100 calories? Depending on what you put on it, it can go up to 2,000 calories. That's enough for like 3 days worth of meals, what's a normal person should be taking in. We're going to do a cheeseburger pie today. It's going to be about 400 calories. It's going to be perfect for you. We're going to start out with a good hot pan here, and I'm using some of my deer meat. So since I'm using deer meat, venison, I'm going to put a little olive oil in because this doesn't have enough fat to actually generate the fat that it needs in the pan. So we're going to dump that in there. And I'm going to add to that a little bit of onion. And this is my favorite onion machine. So we're going to put a quarter of an onion in and do that number. And I'm like Debbie, I can't believe that this plastic holds up like that.
Right.
But it just holds up so well. So we take that out and we dump this in here along with it. Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
That's just such a great way. And these are available at Walmart. I've forgotten where I bought mine. I may have. Where did I get this?
Walmart.
No, I don't remember
Ross,
where I bought it. Maybe Ross. Yeah, Dress for Less at Ross. I don't remember where I got it. But anyway, it is a great little tool. But they are available at Walmart. And my friend Cynthia, who lives in Wisconsin, she whenever we go to an Optavia convention, she brings hers with her. I mean, she loves it so much. She's the one that turned me on to it to start with and helped me learn how to use it. It is a fantastic tool.
Bryson Dove is watching.
Bryson.
Gregory.
I knew Ashley was going to be watching. Ashley, I saw where you've been traveling some. Good to see you back home again, and hope everything is going well for you.
The Hooper family's watching.
The Hoopers, hey. I'm putting a little bit of my onion in there, and this is so easy to do. All you got to do is just cook the onion and the cheese and the ground beef, or in this case, the venison. And while that is doing it, let me go over here and start getting together the sauce for this. This is what we're going to do here. We're going to put in 2 eggs. By the way, if you just like this, I'll send the recipe. Kathy Carroll, I've already sent her the recipe. She said, I got to have it. So I went ahead and sent her the recipe before the show. So we've got that going on. And I learned something in the first ones I made. I learned that I want to beat my eggs a little bit and go ahead and get those yolks busted up. That's the best thing to do.
Busted up.
Busted up, yeah. By the way, all of this, all the ingredients are at Quality Foods in the Town Plaza Shopping Center in Toccoa. Also going in, this is a couple of tablespoons of tomato paste. So the tomato paste goes in there. Next, and I'm not going to put that spoon in there because I'm going to use the whisk. Next, I'm going to put in a little bit of Worcestershire. Calls for a teaspoon. Well, it calls for a half a teaspoon. I'm putting a whole teaspoon of Worcestershire. And 1/3 of a cup, which is about 4 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, non-fat Greek yogurt. We used to have a cat, PJ, who loved Greek yogurt. And anytime you opened a yogurt of any kind to eat,
anywhere in the house,
he could smell it, and he would be right on you. He loved it. He loved to eat out of what was left over in the little tins. PJ was a sweet little kitty. He has gone on to kitty heaven now, but anyway, he really loved his yogurt. No question about that.
Ashley says that Larry has treatment for his cancer tomorrow.
Okay, well, we hope that goes well. Larry, Gregory, and I went all through school together, good friends throughout high school, and he is suffering with cancer right now, and we sure hate to hear that. So, Ashley, we'll be praying for him and hope that Larry gets doing better. We sure hope so.
Chad Haley's watching.
Who? Oh, Chad. Hey, good man. Glad to have you here. See, this is almost getting ready to go. It's not going to take it long now.
It does not.
And I'll tell you a little secret. I had venison in ground deer burger, but I had more of the ground sausage. So I've actually mixed a pound of sausage and a pound of deer meat, and I've split it so that we've got half here, and there's half in the oven down here we're going to be looking at in just a few minutes. All right, so while this is going on, here's our old friend, the spaghetti squash. Now, I've already baked this spaghetti squash. I put it in the oven for 30 minutes at 400 degrees, cleaned out the insides, of course, sprayed it with Pam, all good inside, and baked it. So it's ready to work with. I'm going to spray, and I'm bringing back the old Corningware stuff. Yeah. Everybody's got a ton of these laying around. And for us, for this little situation, it worked out perfectly. So we're going to spray that with some Pam. And look at spaghetti squash. Isn't that cool? It just forms like spaghetti strands.
It does.
and haven't used a spaghetti squash on this show in a long, long time. So we are just going to take all of this and put half of a spaghetti squash into our bowl. Just keep on pulling. You might want to get over here so people can see. Since I'm left-handed, I can't very well show them otherwise. But all of this comes out, and you just keep on going until you get all the strands that you need. And then we're going to take this. Let me get off of that side. Oop, don't want that in there. Okay, so that's pretty well used up. Let me hit this one more time over here. Make sure this gets good and done. Again, it's just so simple. All you got to do is cook your meat and your onions, and the battle's half over. So we're going to now take this and just spread it out. Get that out of the way. Kind of spread it out in a thin layer. This becomes your crust. And work it up the sides.
Crust on the bottom?
Yep. Crust on the bottom, crust on the sides. And I don't know if you've ever had spaghetti squash or not, but it is so tasty and so good. We haven't, like I said, we haven't used it on the show here in a long, long time, but it does require you to bake it ahead of time. And I've got my brand new oven here, my Decor. I'm so tickled with this new oven. My old one, the keypad just it didn't work on it. And I'm so tickled with this one, so we got it going, and we'll be showing you the end result here in just a minute. I've already got one in the oven. By the way, at Quality Foods, all the folks there, they're so helpful and friendly, and go in there and get your things. They have, of course, 3-item Friday. Anytime you're out there on Friday, they've got a free item you get if you spend maybe it's $10 or so. Anyway, 3-item Friday is always at Quality Foods, so check them out while you're there. Did you want to say something, sweet?
Gwen Whitworth Vaughn.
Yeah, Gwen said she was going to be watching, because I know Gwen's excited about this. Remember, if you just like it, put the like button. Gwen, I'll send you the recipe. Don't worry. Now, I'm pouring in this mixture that I made with the egg and the tomato paste and the Greek yogurt and the Worcestershire sauce. So I'm pouring it in right now. And I want to make sure I get it all, because we want, you know, it's not a lot of calories, but you need all the calories you can get, right? So let's put that in there. And we just want to mix it. We want to make sure that every little morsel of meat gets coated with this, so that there's no areas that doesn't have flavor and taste. Man, that looks so good. Mm-hmm. I'm excited for this, and I've got one in the oven, so that means Debbie and I are going to be eating very, very soon. So this is ready to go in our pan now, so I'll turn the heat off of that. Go in our, what do you call it? Corningware, that's what this thing is. So let's put this in the Corningware dish. You see how it just nestles right into that, right into the spaghetti squash? So we're going to do that number, and then the coup de grace, is that the right word to use?
Yeah.
The coup de grace is all of this low-fat cheddar cheese, again, available at Quality Foods in the Town Plaza Shopping Center in Toccoa. Look at that. Oh, man. Put just a little, like my grandmother said, just put a little more butter. That's what Grandmama always said. Put a little more cheese. Gotta love Grandmama. She always had butter out on a dish. She never refrigerated her butter. She always had it out on a dish on the table. And then she'd say, let's put a little bit. Cherie, I'm going to start charging you $1 every time you share. I'm going to be like Abel. I thought that is so cool. He wants $1 for every time Cherie shares something of him doing on Facebook. So, Cherie, I charge you $1 for what you're doing, okay? So here is my cheeseburger pie already done. And this one is going in for 30 minutes at 400 degrees. Again, I love my Decor oven. So tickled with it. Now, here's the next thing. You know, Debbie always says the best thing about a Chick-fil-A is the pickle. And so I'm going to put pickles, a lot of pickles on this. You can put more pickles if you want, but I'm putting a bunch. And this gives these pickles an opportunity to get just a little warmth in there. I think I counted 25 or 26 pickles I can put in here. Of course, it depends on the size. Some of these are teeny little rascals. But we're going to put these on here and give this 2 or 3 minutes just to let the juices kind of work themselves back into the situation there. You can also put jalapeno peppers if you want. But anyway, we're gonna put that many pickles on there, and there's one for me. Love dill pickles. Matter of fact, I had cramps in my legs today from working, and Debbie said, drink you some pickle juice. And I'd forgotten that. I did, and cramps went away. So, while I chew on this pickle, here's what we're going to do. We get a quarter of this, about the size of a cheeseburger, right? So we're going to put this down like this and cut through and make ourselves a quarter. And I want to work around the sides. I think I pammed it well enough that there's not a problem with that. I want to take my spatula. Pardon me, sweetheart. I left my spatula right over here. See if I can work under this and get it so we can put it on our plate and plate it up. By the way, I hated to hear Ann Burrell. I used to love to watch her restaurant show on Food Network. She passed away. Apparently it was self-inflicted, and I really hate to hear that. Man, I loved watching her and seeing her tips and tricks. But at any rate, this is the cheeseburger pie. Look how hot and steamy that looks, how great it looks on this red plate. Man, I'll send you the recipe. Just like it, and I'll send you the recipe.